Alrighty. Hello there, today Ame Gakitaです。Pilsen, hello there, today. Yuri-san, hello there, today. Okay. Actually, I'm supposed to be resting for today, actually. But other than that, I actually went out with my mom and my maid to go out and buy some stuff. So I did kind of like sleep this afternoon. But at the same time, today I really have to address a little bit of a situation that happened yesterday. It's kind of like funny in a sense though, considering that for me who started the under 100 concurrent viewers for nearing for around 230 days, like part of me was wondering like hello there. It's like part of me was thinking like it's gonna be a situation that is gonna happen for maybe like 3-4 years down the line, but to think that in yesterday live stream, I'm thanks to every viewers and you guys, I managed to reach that status yesterday, and I'll be showing. I mean, like for it to happen out of nowhere, it's kind of like something that I was totally not expecting. Like huge part of me did not expect it to be happening that soon, but I really have to be showing like my gratefulness. But the one thing I have to at least address is that initially I was like wondering like, so I admit on playing it along the line, like maybe I didn't reach the amount along the line. Like huge part of me was wondering like, so I take it like was it a moment of maybe I didn't reach 100 concurrent viewers? Like part of me was wondering right, do I have to along the line? Hi, hello there, today. So yes, I am now in depth of another horror game. I will have to admit on this. Is the reason why from now on this will be with me for until when I play the horror game. Every live stream from now on, you guys will get to see this, that I am in deal of the horror game. It is, as much as I hate to say this, it will always be there. That will always be there. Hi, hello everyone. So it's something that happened, and as much as I hate for it to happen myself, I'm still very grateful for you guys to help me on reaching this journey. And it's kind of like funny. Initially I was like wondering like how many thousand of days will I get to reach, so probably I was thinking like maybe 2-3 years down the line. But yesterday for it to happen, and I'm sure some of you guys will be wondering like, did it actually happen? Green Sun, you'll definitely be happy about this anyway. So I think it's actually much better if I show you guys this, so you guys don't need to worry. This will always be with me to point that I am in due of the horror game. Let me open up this let me open up this image so that you guys can see, because definitely you guys will be wondering about it. Yeah, just show you guys this image first, because I mean like Pilsen, when you kind of like asked me about the possibility in the Discord, right? Initially I was also thinking of that possibility initially, But at the same time, it's actually kind of like there was quite the jump in viewership for the past few days. Like in the past, I didn't really have like that much jump viewers, but it actually kind of like start from the Xenozone Zero that day onwards. So initially it was like back then on just a few days ago, it actually did jump. So if yeah, it could be a rate that I wasn't aware of. So it actually happened on that day. As you guys can see, the amount on both stream was actually quite consistent. It was kind of like back then, and initially at that day I thought it was kind of like just a kind of like a joke moment or something that actually happened back then, but I wasn't sure, so I kind of like just take it that, hey, thanks for you guys for watching. I will definitely try to see whatsoever along the line. And initially it was like, if you guys consider that was kind of like a jump in a way, okay, that was kind of like, if you guys consider like that was kind of like, if you consider both at the same time, 37 plus 19, that's around to 56 already. So later on, as I do more live stream, that like the Japanese lesson was also like, initially I was like wondering like, was it kind of like a few at a time? Hi, hello there, how's today? KSI 482-bit, that one, I'm not sure is it the sun too shiny or not, but if he prefer to have that, that is kind of like his problem along the line. So as I think it's actually more to just because like Pilsan, when you're wondering, right, it could be a rate, because initially like the next day, like you can see like the jump in the ship is not that much in a way, okay. It was just kind of like I thought it was okay, maybe just a one time rate that I wasn't aware of. And when I did the night chat, there was quite the consistency. I wouldn't say like a lot. Hi, hello there, how's today? So there was like, it was kind of like on the increasing side, like 13 pip as well as 12 pip. So in a way, there was kind of like, there was quite an increase. But even so, I still have to keep my promise on the horror game in a way, because what happened yesterday, even as much as I hate it, is initially was the for this one, the normal one, the number that you guys seen back then was, when I said I managed to reach almost 100. I almost reached to 100 was actually because of this 91 pip. You guys can definitely see here, it's 91 pip. So the only issue is that some of you guys will be wondering like, hey, I mean, 91 pip is not, isn't it still considered less than 100? Yeah, the only issue on hand was that if we have to consider the short one, the same stream. So for the short one, I tend to add the hashtag, all these things. So for that, if I scroll down, 38 pip. Meaning to say, if I move to like we managed to reach around that amount at 1 hour, at the first hour. So around 1 hour something, like 78 at 1 hour. 1 hour and 18 minutes. 1 hour and 18 minutes. So technically, I have reached the first 100 concurrent viewers on both ends. The only issue on hand is that what you guys see on the number here below there is kind of like, it just only show this one, the standard one in a way. So that's kind of like not something that I can ignore in a way. But at the same time, because the thing is, right, if you consider that if I manage to reach the pip at around the 1 hour and 40 minutes, around that timing, I did manage to reach like 91 pip and 38 pip at the same timing. So I think it was like 1 hour and 50 minutes and 1 hour and 50 minutes 91. Both of them read at the peak at the same time, at the 1 hour and 15 minutes. So in a way, yesterday I managed to reach 129 concurrent viewer. for that yesterday live stream. Hi, hello there, how's the day? So in a way, I still need to like keep my promise that since I reach 100 concurrent viewer, I will have to play a horror game. And one of them, I can definitely tell you guys one thing. Like initially, I kind of like put it in the list. Bedroom 1998. That probably gonna be one of the games that I'll have to play. As much as I hate it, I probably have to play that game. But at the same time, it's really kind of had to stage in a sense. But I mean, it's really kind of considered that at yesterday live stream, at 1 hour and 15 minutes, both I managed to read at the same time the peep. In a way, I still have to keep my promise that hey, 100 concurrent viewers, I have to play a horror game. And because of that, because I really kind of like due for a horror game. I mean, like yes, I did play Yandere Virus, but I did not state that it was a horror game meant for the 1K subscribers. So the Yandere Virus is not part of that deal. So I am now still due for 2 horror games. One due to the 1K subscribers, and number 2 due to the 100 concurrent viewers. And because of that, I am now due for 2 horror games. Now, for people earlier, you did ask about like, is it considered a good thing? In a way, because of one thing is that thanks to everyone for helping me to increase in the watch hour. If I go to the state, because the one thing is right, normally when I need to reach at least the 4K watch hour, right? Thanks to that actually managed to give both watch hour actually managed to give me at least 300 just from yesterday live stream. 300 watch hour, that's a huge amount. That's one good thing. Because the thing is right, like the one thing is right, a lot of people need to understand is that for me in order to gain the ad revenue, I need to reach at least 4K watch hour. So in a way, thanks to everyone, hi, hello there, how's today? Like thanks to everyone, you guys have helped me to achieve part of the route already, part of the journey. So at the very least, that is a huge increase. That is one huge increase though. So although right now it's not really updated in the part here fully yet, but at the very least, if I go to the state and I show the 1 year, because they only make use of 1 year count. So in a way, thanks to that, I managed to reach at least 2.7, which is technically 6. How many percent? Let me do a count. 2,700 divided by 4,000. 67%. Okay, thanks to everyone. I managed to reach 67.5% of the watch hour. But at the yeah, I mean, like, the one thing is right. If I have to reach the ad revenue, right? If I have to reach the ad revenue, I still technically have to reach at least 4K watch hour though. I still have to reach at least 4K watch hour, but thanks to everyone helping on yesterday, able to reach at least a 300 on yesterday live stream. in a way, I still technically mean that I'm in that of one additional horror game now. But the only issue on it is that if because of that, right? Now I need to question like I'm sure you guys will be wondering like, what do now that the old under 100 is done, does what am I going to continue on the 100 challenge? Yes. I'm still gonna I'm still gonna do the 100 challenge again, 100 CCV, because the one thing is, right, I can't be sure will it could be just only that, as Pearson you mentioned earlier, it could be just a simple raid that happened in yesterday live stream. But the only issue on it is that it did happen in previous Zelda Zone Zero live stream. But thanks to everyone, that the increase in the viewership count does increase in later on live stream. Well, not a lot, but it does seem to be showing case. So in a way, I still can't ignore the fact that I have reached 100 concurrent viewers on Zelda Zone, on Genshin Impact live stream. So because of that, hi, hello there, how's today? So I am now in depth of 2 horror game, one from the 1K subscriber count, and 2 because of the 100 and concurrent viewer. Because of that, because like technically I can't ignore the fact that I managed to reach 91 peep and 38 peep both at the same time, because both are the same stream. One in short form and one in long form in a way. So technically both, like initially yesterday I did count, let's say we managed to reach 91, but the issue on hand is that I did not see the short form concurrent viewer in a way. So I only see the statistic yesterday after the live stream. So when I saw it, I was like, food, I have to count it. Like I mean, like, I can kind of like deny it, but at the same time it will be kind of like you guys will be saying like I just escaping in a way, and I am a man of my word, so in a way, because of it, I am now due for 2 horror game, and that is something I can't ignore. So I guess we'll have to look into what kind of horror game. I guess like Bedroom 1998, definitely. As much as I hate it, I probably have to play that game then. But I sure, as earlier I mentioned, that you guys will be wondering like, will I still continue the under 100 concurrent review? The one thing is, right, as Pearson was kind of like point out the possibility of it could be just a just that live stream raid. I did think that was a possibility. But the only issue on hand is that if it was a raid, it would the issue on hand is that Pearson, in case you guys in case you're wondering, because if you actually see the statistic, it did not. If it is a raid, it would be a jump height moment, but this one is kind of like a build up moment though. You can see the timing in the increase is actually a slowly build up. So I was like, doesn't seem like a raid though. If it's a raid, it should be a jump spike, a slope. But this one is kind of like a slope in a sense that it managed to reach the peak at both at the same time at 1 hour and 50 minutes. Both at the same time. So I can't ignore the fact that thanks to everyone effort that we managed to reach the amount. So I guess in a way is that I am now due for a horror game, 2 horror games, and the signboard that you guys see next to me is basically that will always be put out as a way to hello there, how's today? Like I have to put it out until I play a horror game, then the number will decrease. But at the same time, as I mentioned, will I still continue on with the under 100 viewers? I did chat with Kathleen's son earlier. By messaging, in case you guys are wondering. Kobe. But I live in Kyoto before though. I did went to Kobe before. The one thing I can definitely say is that I will still continue on the hundreds under 100 viewers, but I will have to increase the amount, because the one thing is, right, I can't be sure, but I will still be at least hitting 100 again out of nowhere again, because like if it's a kind of like a sudden moment, I'll be saying like maybe it's just a fail, but because of it could also mean that thanks to everyone that helped watch my live stream and help me to build out on the watch hour, to build on the good effort, I still have to check like is it a one-time fail or not though. So tomorrow onwards, it'll be part of the new under day one. We'll start from day one again. But the amount will not be 100. Initially, I was like wondering like, should I really go and say that let's increase to 1k? Kelly's son kind of like suggest in the hundreds, and I was like, maybe we start out slowly. Like in a way, we'll build up slowly. So we'll try to see. We increase by hundreds. We'll increase the amount by hundreds. So tomorrow onwards, it'll be start of the new under 200 concurrent viewer. Tomorrow day one. Kobe, do you want to eat Kobe beef? 私持ってないんですよ。No, I'm not from Malaysia, I'm from Singapore. Although I did live in Japan for 6 years, if that is the question that you are wondering. You want to eat Kobe beef? Wagyu beef ga tabitai na. So at the same time, like initial, like people earlier, you're wondering like, was it a raid? If it's a raid, it will be a jump moment. But because this one is kind of like a build up moment, so I can't really say is it really a raid. But at the same time, the algorithm does, YouTube algorithm does seem kind of like funny for the past few months. But at the very least, if in the case that if the increase in viewership does help me, I still have to at least highlight the my gratitude for it, as well as that I still need to do as my promise. The only issue on it is that earlier Vanessa yesterday kind of like highlight that do I have to play a scarier horror game as well if I reach the 200. To be honest, I'm not very fond of that promise though. Like you have to you have to understand one thing is that imagine if I said every time 100 increase, I think you guys will be seeing this signboard next to me. The number of horror game in that, I'll have to increase it. Like I'm due for 2 horror game already. Imagine if no way I increase it to 200 and I have to play a horror game, then I guess it will be like, okay, now I'll be if I never play a horror game, it will be, the amount of horror game this signboard will be increased to 300. Another horror game 4. It's like I kind of like worry about it, but it even so kind of like made me really curious. Like. Like I might have to like at least set some sort of like guideline. Not saying like I won't play a horror game, like, but at the same time I don't really have the money to pay for horror game at this point of time though. So I am thinking as what Pale Sun suggested to me. If there is free horror game and it's something that I can try, and would you guys still be fine with me playing that as part of the payment? For Sento-san, in case you are unaware, I have a younger sister. And I can tell you one thing. I always, when I call her out, I always say, "Oi, Assis." I don't say sister. I don't say whatsoever. I just say, "Oi, Assis." So in a way, if you say the joke, right, I've been using that joke for years. I have to admit, I've been saying that joke for years. It's a legit thing that actually happened though. But anyway, I hope that kind of like answer your question a little bit on when I show the data, Pilson. Your hamster eat your car. How is your hamster able to eat the car though? Now I'm kind of curious, but at the same time, afraid of knowing. But there is some information that is best not to know. You know, like knowing too much is also kind of like bad for us, you know. A lot of people will be wondering, like, is this information good, or is that information bad, or is that information that is something that we will always be afraid of? And well, technically, but then again, considering I have to get 2 horror games to play, I'm still not sure. I mean, like technically, I'm not sure about Bedroom 1998 the one, but in a way, I already kind of like been kind of like a so-called advice to try out the game because some people are interested in it, and I'm also like, because I guess in the way is that because of the Bedroom movie, I did not watch that movie, so I have no idea about that movie. But because I'm not a fan of horror stuff, okay, in the case that you guys are wondering, like if you actually consider that scenario, oh, I mean, like, I still have to like take in the possibility that, hey, then if that's the case, I am now technically due for because yesterday I managed to reach over 100 CCV from the short as well as the standard live stream. Technically, both are inclusive of each other in a way. Like if we combine it in a way, though. Oh, Vinny-san, hello there. How's the day? Dude, Vinny-san, have you seen this signboard right here? Read the signboard. This signboard will be here on all live stream until when I play a horror game. And I can't believe I'm gonna regret this promise that I made today. Tomorrow, the CC under the 100 under 100 CCV will change. It'll be changed to under 200. It'll be renewed as day 1. Because I still, like, part of me, I'm still kind of like wondering, is it a kind of like a field moment? I mean, like actually, Pilson actually mentioned about the bot situation that actually got me a bit of like a possibility, but I'm kind of like wondering, is it true or not? I'm still not sure yet. Hi, hello there, how's your day? Hello there, how's your day? So I would definitely say my day is great, but at the same time, right now, kind of like, technically, if you guys see the signboard next to me, it's really kind of like mean that I have to play 2 horror game now. The one thing is, right, like, I have to like I have to play 2 horror game in a way, so I guess if tomorrow onwards will be under 200, like day 1 of under 200 CCV, and because Vanny-san want me to continue with the horror game challenge as well, and I also think that it is not a possibility of another horror game at the end of this year, which I will increase another horror game if I reach 200 CCV. What's my favorite fruit? I'm more of a person who drink juice though, like fruit juice. But if people give me, I think I will go for. I mean, like if people give me apple or orange or like banana, all these things, I will just eat it. If I do eat it, but if not, I will tend to go for the juice. I'm not sure though. I don't know, I tend to go for fruit juice more than eating the fruit itself. Hi, hello there, how's your day? The Discord. Hey, just enjoy your pudding then. Just enjoy your pudding. So I also just in case only, I just gonna ask a little bit. So I also showcase the geography of the viewers, that like where the main viewer are from. At least like Pilsen will be at least have an understanding as well. Like initially, I was like kind of like wondering like was. Let me go back to here. Because technically, if we actually look at the past, I wouldn't say okay lah. We'll use one week like this 1 week. We'll technically use this 1 week. Hi, hello there. How's today? If we actually go to the audience and we scroll down, %20 from United States, Philippines 3.3, United Kingdom 2.6, Indian 1.6, Indonesia 1.2, and I guess many more we won't know. So in regard, it's kind of like an increase. And if people are wondering, right? Yes, I do have a lot of male viewers. Initially, I'm kind of like understanding that, but at the same time, it's like the number of young viewers at the same time mean that I really can't say a lot of bad words now, though. like the funny thing is, like when san and Kira-chan and Neji-san, when you guys watch my live stream back then, it's like I always try to make sure that I don't say all the bad word, and I always say that don't try to say the bad word. But the number of young viewers each time that come to my live stream as well is still kind of like not in a bad way. It's actually mean that I really want to make sure that I don't want you guys to learn the bad word though. it's not a good thing to say bad words, but at the same time, it's also mean that the number of viewers there is quite a lot in a sense. And I put back. Vanny, don't blame me. You want to know who suggested me to put some sort of like banning of saying some blocking some word in Discord? It's Pilsen, in case you are wondering. But at the same time, I don't want the Discord to go and out of nowhere have a lot of bad words, okay? Pilsen, you're unaware. Venny-san say... Venny-san type a bad word in Discord and the bad word blocker activated. Yeah, the only issue is that the app activated when she typed the F word. So it really, like, in the funny sense, considered it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like that word blocker, for some reason, it kind of like seemed really funny in a sense. That's why it's like when I saw it, I was like, wow, damn. Yeah, I'm still kind of working on that. I'm still technically working on that. I'm still kind of like wondering, like, how am I going to go about that though? Because technically, if I'm really, number one, thanks to everyone, I'm now due for one more additional horror game. And number two, I have to increase the amount from 100 to 200, and tomorrow is day 1. Now I have to make another, like, do I have to increase the promises of that I have to play a horror game if I do reach 200 CCV or not though? And Vanessa, you don't you dare type anything. I know you want me to play a horror game if I reach 200 CCV. Tomorrow is the start of the 200 CCV, but if in the case that if I really do reach 200, I don't think I don't think tomorrow I'll reach 200 because there's no way day 1 only I'll reach 200. Okay, there's no way it will happen. But if in the case that when I reach 200 CCV, if I increase a new horror game to it, so technically it will mean that I'll have to increase the debt. Does that mean that will you guys be fine on me playing any horror game and will be considered part of the payment? The Yandere virus, like if I say I play horror Yandere virus or if I play Ripple, whatever, if the game had the horror genes in it, will you guys consider that as part of the payment? No. Was. So how are we going to go about the payment for the horror game that though? Co-op game that put more emphasis on horror. The one that I would say end up screaming or crying from it. No, I kind of confused a bit on. Vanessa, someone like I really got quite a few people wanting me to play the Bedroom 1998 though. Dude, Ghost and Puzzle is not something that I would like to, but... Wait. Vinny? Let me clarify first. If I play Bedroom 1998, are you fine with that as part of the payment? You say you got to go when I ask you a question. You really aren't gonna answer, Mika. I guess today I'm not gonna get my answer then. Yeah, Green Sun right now, I kind of like the thing is, right, what you guys need to understand, Venny or Raffia, well known as the Lee Sun by Sun, part of Sun Holiday, like, thanks to her, she always want me to play horror games. Yeah, Power-san, like yesterday, I think Power-san, you kind of like enter late, but I'll show you this one. So yesterday for this live stream, because I do 2 live stream at the same time, the short form as well as the normal standard form. So yesterday when you saw on the live stream was the 91 viewers peep. That was kind of like increased. So at the first 1 hour or something already, at 70 something already, right? The issue on hand is that I actually managed to reach 100. At 1 hour, at the first 1 hour plus, I managed to reach, because on the short form, on the same timing, I managed to reach 20 plus already. So that means that I'm due for 1 horror game because of the 100 CCV. That's why you can see my signboard right here next to me. If you're able to spell 5 longer words, that's good for you. So in a way, I am now due for 2 horror game. Tomorrow, I will have to increase the under 100 to 200. It'll be day one. Under 200, because I still find it very funny is that it could be just a sudden increase in amount, but I can't be sure is it really that high increase. But there's no way that tomorrow when I say under 200 out of nowhere I get a 200 viewer out of nowhere. Okay, there's no way that it will happen. Okay, but even so, if I reach 200, don't need to say which day. It could be tomorrow, it could be 100 days, or maybe 200 days later, or 300 days later. If I do reach 200, I will have to increase the count. I will increase this horror game depth. When I play a horror game, it will go down. But when I reach every time an increase, I will have to increase the depth, as well as that. This will be an ongoing thing from now on. I will increase the ongoing of the CCV by 100 every single time. So for example, if 200 reach, the next one will be a new day one with 300. Then after 300, if in the case of 300, then it will be increased to 400, 500, 600. It will be increased by 100. We will go in that direction. And each time that reach, I will have to increase the depth. Settled by playing the scale. Dude, Green Sun, you want to watch an old man like me screaming from playing horror game? Okay, we'll see how first. We'll see how first. But let's make this in today live stream. I'm a man of my word. Let's make it a thing. Each time I reach like 200 tomorrow onward 200. The moment I reach 200 CCV, I will add the depth by 1 here, and then we'll increase the CCV by another 100. Hi, hello there. How's the day? Number 4, Sun. So if when that actually happen, that because there's no, but okay, let's also highlight another thing. If okay, this guy's a simple if. Okay, I'm sure it won't happen. I 100% think it will not happen. But if that possibility do end up happen, where in the case if I say I put under 200 and out of nowhere I have 300 or 400 viewers, would that be considered Jason, hello there, how's today? Would that be considered one-time increase of our game depth? Oh, thank you very much for the jewel. And hello there, how's today? Would you guys take it that if, let's say for example, if that day is like imagine if I increase 200 and out of nowhere maybe like 1 week later, out of nowhere instead of increase to 200, let's say if it increased to 300 or 400, will you guys take that as one horror game increase, or would that consider 3 horror game increase? Thank you very much, Juro. But you might want to keep your money for yourself. But even so, thank you. The money will go to my hospital bill. That will be how the money will be going. You don't know what? I don't even know what is a horror game. I'm not a fan of horror game though. I'm not really a fan of horror game, but it was super stream. Thank you very much for the Drew. Okay. Pause, I can tell you 100%. You tell Neji-san about this, she gonna say instantly 3. I can bet you 100%. She will say, Ame Papa have to play 3 horror game. If example, if I say under 200, and I suddenly, let's say for example, if I have 300 instead, would that be or 400? Let's say 400. Would that increase? Like, let's say 400, okay? Under 200, but out of nowhere I jump to 400. She will instantly say, oh, 100 per game, so that means that I have to play 200, 300, and 400. That's mean 3 games. She 100% say 3 games. Because imagine if in the case that I reach 1K CCV, she'll instantly say that every 100 game, every 100 CCV mean one horror game though. Why do I need hospital? Great son, in case you're unaware, and for newer viewers who are unaware of, I did suffer from a stroke, SAH. You guys can go and Google search itself how deadly it is. So basically my brain bleed and I managed to survive the most deadly stroke ever. And the only issue on it is that because of that, I have to go for medical checkup, go for follow up, all these things. So in a way, my hospital bill is really kind of like on the high end in a way for on that end. So every money that donation you give to me, it will go to my hospital bill to help ease on that. So I'm actually grateful for the jewel. I am actually very, very grateful. So in a way, is that it is actually helping me on that end, and that's the reason why I have to say it will go to my hospital bill. But at the same time, the increase in once I do earn from ad revenue, that will be those money will go to my hospital bill as well though. It is just to help me on my I'm recovering already. In a sense is that I still have to admit though, the one thing is right. Yes, I do remember SpongeBob. It was one of the cartoons that I watched when I was young. I have to at least highlight that the hell I've been through from last year to this year was actually something that a lot of the viewers like Pale Sun, Benny Sun, Green Sun, they all actually watched me able to recover to how I am right now. Like back then, if you guys go and search, go and look out at my past live stream, when and the way I speak, the way I do things. Like I always tend to do very, very short live stream. As I was like recovering from my stroke, all these things. But at the same time, nowadays I can able to at least do like 4, 5, 6 hours of live stream. But even so, I still need to at least set at least 1 or 2 days resting and what's not, because it's like I can't do live stream every single day. But even so, it's really kind of like one of the things that I have to make sure that I stay consistent on doing my live stream, having fun, chat with you guys, and at the very least, I'm still very grateful for you guys for watching my live stream to help increase to build out on my watch hour, and at the same time to build up a community to have fun talking with you guys too. 100% underrated. we shall see. Because the thing is, right now I'm actually technically due for 2 horror games. I'm in debt of 2 horror games though. So I guess in the sense is that in the case that if I will have to keep my promise. As Parasite, you can definitely tell Neji-san about this. She will definitely say in the sense that every 100 CCV mean a horror game. Let's keep it this way, guys. We'll put the challenge will still put it as under 100. Tomorrow is still under 200, so the 100 is over. But tomorrow onward it will be under 200 day 1. But in the case that there is a 100 increase over, or for every 100 increase, so for example, if I under 200 is suddenly I have 400 CCV, every 100 would lead to an increase in one horror game. Yes, I do know Pivian, the VTuber. So the one thing is, right, if every increase in 100, you'll increase to that. And then because of the, let's say for example, if out of nowhere I have a 400 increase, like under 200, if out of nowhere I reach to 400, okay, the next challenge will be under 500. The next higher 100 increase. So if I reach 200 and you reach 200, then it will be 300. If it's 300 jump to 500, then the next day will day one of 600 will go in that direction. So every 100 increase in viewer CCV, I will have to increase the amount of horror game I have to play. I mean, technically I'm due for 2 horror games right now though. I'm really kind of like crying over why do I have to play a horror game. Oh well, that is gonna be something that is gonna happen in future anyway. Democracy. Just I will tell you one simple thing. Okay, I think I can show you guys right now. There is a reason why I don't talk about politics, including world peace. I will show you guys. I'll show you guys a tweet. You guys might call me racist or whatever. I'm gonna show you guys one tweet that I tweet this afternoon. So Kaguya say about Earth is all population, the N-word, and sending aid to Africa. I say this. Let's be honest. Many organizations and streamers sending money to Africa, enough money to make the country into the top country, but I don't see that. Instead, I see many want to leave that country. Spain situation, you guys seen it on news already. It happened. And then even like Mr. Beast building water well, does it improve? I don't see it fully. Kai Kenneth building a school, did it make them want to stay for education? It does not seem that to me. I don't see that improve. That's why I type this. And if you guys scroll down and see the next sentence is going to be a moment of people can say me being a racist when I'm not. Sending aid money to them, more like making sure their eggs got spread to the whole world instead. Help the needy, sure. But many people in this world are encouraging the scammer and corruption in Africa as well as just by acting as if they are in need of the money. World peace? I don't see it. I predicted the war that happened in Ukraine. I predicted Donald Trump winning over 2 women. Long before his voting was even set in place. I predicted what China will do. I seen the end of this world myself. in my dream. All the thing happened. And in the past, people don't trust me. When things happen, people start telling me that, wow, damn, Ame, you predicted it. No, I seen it. I seen how bad situation is. I seen how crazy the thing went. Even when I criticize people, it's for the better. But thing is, a lot of people need to understand is that a lot of time, when I observe a lot of things that happen, like I even go as far at the time when a professor talked to me in Japan, a foreign office professor talked to me in Japan, saying that he said that there will be a war that happened, a World War III. And I say that it will be a war of words first. The war will happen. And I say that I dare to predict that Russia will be the one to start attack one nearby country. I made that statement long ago. In 2017, I say that sentence out. The professor say it will not happen that way. When Ukrainians got attacked by Russia, he messaged me and said that I was right. That happened. That's the reason why a lot of time I don't dare to make a lot of prediction. Okay. Venice-san, I can't do on Ghost Festival. So the next reading will have to be next month. In case anyone unaware of, there is the Chinese Ghost Festival for 1 month, starting from next Thursday. So if you guys go and check out Chinese Ghost Festival 1 month, in the sense, it's because that month will be full of negative energy. Even if it's a full moon, it will be full of negative energy. It will not be good for tarot card reading. And great son, I'm looking at the chat, so you guys, so you don't need to worry. Don't need to worry. The protests happen in India. I think it will be much easier if I actually say it in the most vague way, because the India situation, right? That situation is kind of like there is two factors to it. The government definitely is part of it, but the issue on hand is, right, for the India situation, what I'm afraid of, this one I have to at least highlight as the observer of this world. Okay, I have to at least highlight as the observer of this world. There are bad, rotten people within the nation of India, within the normal citizen. That is not just the government issue. The government do have an issue, that one definitely they have to address. But the issue at hand is that within India, there are already bad people within the normal citizen of India. That is causing the problem as well. So it's kind of like both situations happening at the same time. Both of them happening at the same time. So India situation, that one I cannot say too much. The protest I can understand, but I have to highlight one simple thing. The citizen in India, there are bad, rotten people within the normal citizen. You guys have, like, for people who live in India, do take note. Be aware of those people. That's the only advice that I can give to you guys. Because a lot of things for me, As the observer of this work, it's like technically I can give you guys the advice, but whether you guys listen or not, that is kind of like up to you guys' freedom though. Because I still kind of like live by the word that everyone can choose to not listen as well. That's the one thing I always said. I like in the past, I mean, like technically when I did a lot of prediction, all these things is like a lot of time when people don't even listen to my prediction, I kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna give a damn care. But as time pass by, I really understand my late master mindset is like, if people listen, good. If people don't listen, that's their freedom though. How cruel it is. So you guys are even, do you have even any idea? Even in Japan, they also do have a bit of corruption, you know. But do I go and take it that it's a bad thing? No. I just say that, hey, if the Japanese sensei being racist towards me, do I give a damn care? It just means that I'm just not in his lead. Then I will just go to just improve on myself. That's all. Because the one thing is, right, there will always be rotten apple in this world. There will, including your friend about thinking her ass along the line. The thing is, right, there will always be rotten apple in this world, and the best part of all is we don't get close to them, we move on from it, and we live our life for the best. That's the one thing that we should always do. It's the same thing for me. When I suffer from the stroke and I recover, the road, like when you hear Peterson, you guys seen the journey I have to walk back then was crazy hard. When I played the game, I wasn't that good on the while I was recovering. But did I say that I hate the game now? I don't want to play the game. No. Instead, I just take it that I enjoy the game. Maybe next time when I recover better, I improve on my skill. I became better at the skill, at the game. Think positive is one thing, but can you move on and have a good mindset? That's the most important part. The most important part in life is not about live the next day. It's always, can you move on to have a good mindset even when a lot of bad things happen to you? Because it will always happen. A lot of bad things always happen in life, and that is something that we do not like. But the only issue on hand is how are you thinking about moving on from that bad thing and look at the positive thing. And even if it's a bad thing, even if there's no way to make it positive, how are you going to move on from it? That is the most important part too.実は私、ホラーゲームは嫌いですよ。I don't like horror game. But because of that, I'm in debt of 2 horror game now. Just, I mean, like, technically, if you think about it, right? That is, I know you could be thinking that, hey, it's kind of bad, all the stress, all the thing happen. But take it as a moment that maybe you can improve in yourself. Maybe the next one may be not that easy, but you may take it that, hey, it's something that will be good, that you can improve on, and that's the best part though. At least that's how I look at things though. I think I will show you guys one thing. Like earlier when you guys will be wondering, like, am I even saying the things in the right way? I think I will show you guys one in Zelda Zone Zero. Like you guys saw me, like I was suffering from one of the boss. I couldn't reach the score Like I was saying, like, wow, I keep getting A rank, I couldn't get the S rank, right? This afternoon, I tried a different team. I managed to reach the S rank. Well, the bare minimum, but at least I managed to reach the S rank. Let me open it up so to show you guys. Fanet. Oh. The only time I know about Fanet's situation is because of map pack. And last time when I tried when my on my friend Fanet 1, I was actually crying because I couldn't even get night 1. Like my friend actually let me play on his PC for night 1. I was suffering. Like night 1, I couldn't get beyond the first night. Firewatch. What's that game though? I'm kind of curious. Firewatch. mysterious set. It's not a horror game. Wait, ちょっと待て。気になります。Let me take a look. Let me take a look. It's a story-rich walking simulator. Can we put that on can I put that on the possible next game to consider playing? I can't guarantee when I will get to get the game, but can I put that as part of the list? Gamer-san, hello there, how's your day? I'll show you. I'll show you guys. Like this afternoon, I was actually trying out the shields. I was actually doing this one. Let me pull out the headset because I actually like the sound. The sound. So basically, I managed to reach S. Just over 25. I managed to reach it this afternoon, and it's recommend ice team. So I've been trying out a lot of different ice character, but when I was fighting the monster, I realized that I can only do this only though. So I try out this team. I try out Noma and Proces, and it worked. It legit worked. So I'm gonna do it once for you guys to see first, because it was like this was one of the moment that I was like, they recommend the weakness and I don't even kill it. I will take. And then there is Perry again. Let me show the last one in Australia because she got her burst out. Then here are the team with the twin tank. Then burst time. You guys can look at the rank is already like on the 19 something. And our character is able to parry every single time. Hi, hello there, how's it going? Hi, hello there, how's the day? But if you just want to say a bad word, I will definitely ban you, so don't think anything about it. And the end. And they say the monster body is weak to ice. When I freaking use a character that is not even ice elemental in this game. I swear Mihoya is trying to throw us with the... part of me is thinking like Mihoya is trying to throw us with the weakness at this point of time, dude. like, part of me is actually thinking like Mihoya is trying to throw us like saying like, hey, use this elemental, you should technically clear it easily along the line. In the end, I was like, I've been using ice elemental against it, and yet somehow, some ways, like you couldn't even get through it. And then when I try out this different team, somehow, some way, somewhat managed to kill it, and I was like, what the heck? So it's oh, hello today. So in a way it's like I feel like this game is just trying to throw us at this point of time, but at the very least, managed to get all S rank, get the reward. I can't get the S plus. That's just bad, but it just mean that I wasn't skilled to get it along the line. So that's all it mean too, though. Nah, I don't do reaction video anymore. But if you're interested, you can try out with other streamer. Maybe in future I might do it, but at the same time, for now, I wasn't able to do it. At the very least, for I think tomorrow Xenozone Zero technically they will I will be just see whether just the summer wave to see what kind of story that is. I do not know what is the situation is, but technically they just state that tomorrow is kind of like something along the line, especially more towards like there is the Animal of the Librarian, that one is kind of like also happening. I think it's tomorrow almost, or next on the 6th, because I don't know. It's kind of like right as 5th, so I have to see how tomorrow, but technically tomorrow is the live stream for that. Excuse me. But yeah, it's actually technically kind of like something to look out for tomorrow. It also, I was actually kind of like trying out different team and was not. It's kind of like something that I can definitely tell you guys. One thing is that if you guys are wondering like why do I seem to be love playing her a lot, is that technically thanks to me her I at least managed to have her as M1, and because of that her ability to do her all damage in a sense, in a way though. That's the reason why I actually like using her a lot more than you guys think. Like Schroeder Zero was like the only was the so-called only limited character that was able to do more damage, but now because of Mihoyo random luck given to me, we now have another M1 as well. So it does kind of like mean that right now she is the highest damage dealer, but the only issue on hand is that people manage like like saying that she have to reach 4K attack and 450, but I only managed to reach to this amount, and she's really like, doing crazy lot of damage. So it's kind of like something that I can definitely say that she is really crazy good as well. I mean, like like even with a signature weapon, that was like the only redeeming part that make it even more crazy good as well. But it's kind of like something that I will have to at least highlight. Yes, I'm just a cat guy. Chris, you never saw it, right? Let me let me show you this part. This part of the live stream. You definitely be shocked. Let me jump to the timing. Someone was actually laughing at the time. Like, yeah! I was like, I'll show you guys this. It ちょっと待ってね。非常 I saw the message に。OK, ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って。ちょっと待ってね。I was wondering, is it because of the slur at the time, but let me see, just in case. Let me also temporarily put the music on the game to. Okay, you know what? I just want to log out of the game first. For showing not this part. This one. So Green Sun, earlier you were mentioning like, did I get a two draw? You actually you have to understand that Pilsen and I was actually very short at that stream there. Green Sun, you're gonna be short. It feels like spoiler to you already. Last temple. You be careful of the volume now. It's kind of like said like I got calendar. So it's a 50-50 loss. But oh, there's another again. As per San say, lost but win. It's a loss but a win. I tell you, oh, wait. Now that you mention it. I don't even know why I'm saying that time. I have no idea what I was saying at the time. I know you're angry, Green Sun. Like you have to understand. Even like Vanny just now was actually unhappy that she got the wrong pink hair, the wrong pink hair girls. Okay, she got Yanagi. So it was kind of like a triple with two of her in a way. It was kind of like a sudden good luck in a way. So it's kind of like something that I can't deny in a sense though. Because you have to understand one thing. For the past few months, when I pull for characters, it was always lose 50-50. A lot of time I always lose 50-50. Then, on that live stream, it happened for the first time, a triple S rank. And it was two of her at the same time. I guess it's a good thing that it did not happen in Hokkai Star Rail. So in a way that was the only redeeming part. At the very least, that was the so-called redeeming part for me, I guess. But I'll be playing Xenozones Zero tomorrow, and then after that the next the stream after that will be Hokkai Star Rail, then back to Genshin Impact for the moon exploration along the line. So so in a way, kind of like that would be like the good way in a sense, I guess. I mean, I mean, like that's like the only thing I can totally say for now, though. No, Pyosan, actually you can, Pyosan, we can actually go in this direction. We got the wife, and Koleda is our child. We can say that we got Koleda who is acting as our child. that is kind of like not wrong though. because sorry, it's the first one was Koleda. So in a way it's like a child appeared. If Grace appeared, we'll have to say that we got a maid for the family. If the cat appeared, we'll say that we got a pet cat for the family. If we got Lycan appeared, we'll say we have a butler dog for the family. If we got any character like Yanagi, we'll be saying a secretary, or if we say like but the thing is, the funny thing is actually I have to at least highlight. Lucky not Zhu Yuan. Lucky not Zhu Yuan. Because if not, the police would arrest us on the spot. Imagine like we pull and then will be Zhu Yuan saying like, "Wise, I'm gonna arrest you right now." No, I actually kind of like find it funny about the interaction for Wise on so many different levels that is happening for the past few times. It's like I have to at least highlight that for Xenozone Zero, it seems that the developer are trying to highlight that it's a mix of both male Belle, the male and the female Belle and Wise at the same time. Because if you guys have seen the trailer, they are highlighting the dance of like Belle with and Wise doing the dance with Remile. So in a way, is that in a way, considering that a lot of time they kind of highlighting that Belle seems to be the MC, but at the same time they also highlight that the female team to interact with Wise a lot more. So that like the like some people were saying like, oh, it's a woman game, all this thing. I think that the developer are also highlighting that if they're gonna highlight a male and female relationship, definitely they'll have to use Wise as the scapegoat, and it'll become like a moment of stating that hey, they will have to at least put Wise as the MC at time. Unlike in Honkai Star Rail, is kind of like well known that the female Trailblazer is the MC, whereas in Genshin Impact it's already well known that Esther, the male traveler, is the MC as well. So it's kind of like for Xenozone Zero, they kind of like mixing both at the same time, because you guys don't forget one thing. When they use the word Python, they do use the word that they are one and the same. Pearson, you're unaware. There was a lot of people who are unhappy about some character in a way. So there was the issue that happened on Twitter in a way that actually got people really wondering like what the heck. But that was something that actually happened. I have to at least had it long ago that it happened, but it's something that happened. Yeah, it really did happen. Because like the one thing is right, a lot of people want that, oh, it has to be like female or female relationship, all this thing. It has to be male or male relationship situation. So it got a lot of those kind of like the so-called themselves as the LGBTQ community along the line, making that kind of like random weird noise along the line, and it kind of like got a lot of people kind of like wondering what the hell were they thinking about too. In a way, they did attack. Hello there, how's the day? Don't need to ask anything yet. Just enjoy yourself. So yeah, it actually happened some time ago actually. So it actually was, yeah, they are kind of like forcing their headcanon though, this thing. Yeah, it did actually happen. So it was kind of like ridiculous, but it's kind of like one of the things that I at the time I just say it's the same damn thing happening every single time. And as much as I hate to say this, it really did happen, and it was the most stupidest thing ever. That was the only thing I can ever highlight. It's like on Twitter, you guys don't really need to see the thing I type, but regardless, it's kind of like a lot of time when I shoot doing criticism or word that may seem too extreme, it's just basically I'm just highlighting that some people are just causing that kind of an issue on over the internet though. Like it did happen. That's the thing. That's why it's like, yeah, that's the thing. It always happens on a lot of the game though. Like the thing is, right, in Japan, when I was living in Japan that time, when people want to highlight yaoi with his boy love and yui with his girl loving girl relationship, like basic girl doing sensual moment with girls, that kind of fan make manga, they sell it. They basically sell it, or they create it and share it or sell it. But the most important part is they always take note on one simple thing. It is not part of the main story. It is always their own favorite stuff. Sure, there will be. There are still people who make noise about it. Don't get me wrong. There is still some Japanese people who make not kind of like call this out, but majority of them stand by the way they do not. It is not part of the main story. So if like somebody, if they say they like, let's say for example the male traveler going in a male relationship with one of the male character like Zhongli, they'll draw a hentai manga of it, or maybe they're flirting each other along the line, a fan made doujin, a fan made manga, but they all know that it is only a choice of liking it, but they know it is not part of the main story. But the one that is making the noise is those who don't want it, or those who think that it's part of the main story. They are the one that is causing a problem. So in a way, it's kind of like a lot of time when it does happen, it really look ridiculous, or basically they are just basically can't accept it though. And it happening all over the world, a lot of the MiHoYo game, and as much as I hate it, it's always those kind of people making those kind of stupid noise every single time, and it's really so ridiculous to the point that I'm really wondering, like, if it didn't happen, then why are you guys thinking it's happened? Oh, I read this manga, and we're going to see the manga. Oh, it's a fan-made manga. It's like I don't understand, like, why is the mindset thinking that it's considered alright for them to consider that way. Good morning, but it's already nighttime on my timing here. So yeah, like those kind of people always end up making noise over the internet over this kind of ridiculous stuff, and in a way, for us, it's just basically we just ignore them. They can just make their own noise. Because the thing is that you guys have to understand one thing: the more noise they make, they are trying to seek attention. And when they want to seek attention, what is the best way to make sure they shut up? Don't give them the attention. That's like the best way to go, because a lot of time, a lot of people need to understand one simple thing is and one simple logic is that they always go with the idea thinking that if they make more noise and they got more attention on them, then more and more people will talk about them, and when that actually happens, it will cause people to think that, hey, they win. They think that, oh, they win because of it. The only issue on hand is that if you guys don't give them the attention, they will still think they win, but in the long run they lose because they don't have the attention they want. And that is always the thing that is supposed to be. So that's why it's like a lot of time I always mention, like, we move on, like we can criticize them, we can talk about them, but at the same time we want to make sure that if they keep on making the noise, they are just stupid, they are just idiot, they are just noisemaker, and they are just want to seek attention because they can't win over it. And that was all only though. Hi, hello there, how's your day? So most of the time, I mean, like, sure, if in the case that you guys do see a lot of tweet and you guys want to criticize it, by all means go ahead. But the most important part at the end of the day is don't let it affect you in the negative way. At the very least, move on from it. If they seek more attention from you, just highlight that we agree to disagree. That's all. It will instantly make them piss off. That's a funny thing. A lot of time people choose not to ignore or choose to quit though. That's the thing. The ceremony incident is just dumb. I mean, you have to understand one thing. Emperor's story is really very, very deep, as well as that it's ridiculous in the sense that when I say ridiculous, it's not in a bad way. It's actually mean in the way that the way the story go deeper, due to that it's affected not one life but many life in the story. It really does showcase that it is ridiculous that they have to go through hell to have a good life. That was what I thought at first. But then again, when I suffered from stroke, I went through hell on the recovery just to have a good life now. Well, not still a fully good life, but at least I actually able to like chat with you guys, play game. Technically, that can be considered a good life, right? so in a way, it's like I kind of understand that logic in a way. Because the thing is, right, a lot of time we have to go through a lot of negative thing, but the most important part is we moving from it, we improving ourselves, we look at the good thing, and that became a good thing. If you want to say a joke, by all means go ahead, I'm not stopping you. But like, to me, I have to at least highlight, because when I did the tarot card reading myself earlier this year, I can't remember when, I think it was like December, last year December or January, I did make a prediction, a tarot card prediction, that will I have to play one horror game. I didn't say horror. I only say, in my mindset I was thinking like one horror game. Sanderson, if you want to say the joke, you can type the comment. I will see it, but if it's a bad word, I will ban you. If it's funny, I will talk about it in a way. Okay, so I actually made I did a tarot card reading. The tarot card prediction say that by summer I will have to play horror games with the S. It did not say one, it did not say two, it said by summer I will have to play horror games. by June, I reached 1K subscriber, one horror game deal. Yesterday, when after 230 days, I reached over 100 CCV, 129 CCV yesterday. One more horror game to it. So as you guys see there, the debt, one of them is the 1K, one of them is the 100 CCV. Tomorrow will be under 200, day one, but every 100, I guess I will have every 100 CCV, I will have to play a horror game, I guess. But at the same time, we'll see how. I mean, like, we have to see how. But if you please keep your money, don't need to worry. It's just that for every money that I receive, donation will be go to my hospital bill. Hope that answers your question. But Green Summer, you say at the majority of players dislike her with MC, not the law itself. Now the issue on hand is that there are a lot of people who don't like the story as well, though. That's the thing. There was a lot of people who don't definitely. It's like there was even cases of people trying to pair the siren to female trailblazer or the male trailblazer, all these things. And the funny thing, I can tell you guys one. I can definitely remember that one trailer video that caused a lot of noise back then for Firefly. Remember the video when MiHoYo released Firefly with a male trailblazer? Do you remember that? In case anyone want to know, there was a lot of people not just panicking, but there was a lot of people not happy MiHoYo pairing a male trailblazer with Firefly. And when you go and look at most of them, the one making noise on Twitter or their YouTube comment, some of them are like, I would say most of them, but some of them are belonging to the LGBTQ community. It belongs to that Pacific community. Hi, hello there, how's your day? So it happened. Genshin Impact happened. Honkai Star Rail happened. Zenless Zone Zero happened. And I think Risa, you also kind of remember the part on Genshin Impact 1 was happening twice though. One for Sumeru because they say, oh, the character not dark enough. Then in Nalan, they say the character not dark enough. And then MiHoYo have to keep highlighting that this is not happening on Earth though. Why are you guys thinking that this Tifa is Earth though? It's like they're taking their realistic reason, and then we go and see it out. It's always those kind of black washer or black people or the noisemaker or those kind of idiotic, pathetic, crazy people every single time. To the point that if people calling me racist, I will just say that, hey, if they want me to be hating on those people, I got a few black people who are my best friend, who are my senior, who are people who I always chat with. Even they call those black people out. I chat with my friend who is from Hawaii, and she immediately just say one thing. She is embarrassed to be considered a black because of the black community. A black person consider herself embarrassed. That's why I can tell you guys one thing. I'm gonna go back a little bit on the same mode that when I started just now when I said I predicted the Donald Trump situation again. When Black Lives Matter, I was against it. Not because I don't believe Black Lives doesn't matter. I believed at the time, and I saw it at the time. There are gonna be a lot of black people who is gonna misuse the word Black Lives Matter. I predicted that. I seen that. I knew it would happen. When they put up and push for Black Lives Matter, the same day they push for it, I seen that future already. I tell people to be careful. I tell people to take note. No one listen. And see what happened. It's been thrown under to the point of hell. I seen a lot of dark future. And I knew when things gonna be wrong. The moment I set my eyes on it. Black Lives Matter was one of them. Because the one thing is, right, you have to understand one thing. I have a lot of nice, good black friends. When I give them the advice, they listen. And they knew how bad the black community is. But they also can't do anything to it. And that, they feel embarrassed. Like they tell, like one of them actually say that he wished not to be black as well. One guy that I know, he said he don't want to be a black as well. But the thing is, I have to kind of like counsel him a little bit to saying and tell me as a friend that even if you don't like it, you have to showcase to many people in this world that you are that are still redeeming black people. There are still nice, good black people. And that, in a way, that helped him to showcase that he need to talk to many black people himself. If a black people do bad things, he end up going and stop the black people himself. To say that if you are black people, don't call yourself a black anymore. He did not change his mindset to say that he don't want to be a black. He make it that those black people who making noise or causing problem, they are not deserving to be called black. That was the strong point that I was able to make him understand. The one making noise, they don't deserve to be black. They don't deserve to live in this world. But at the same time, what can we do? We stand our voice and highlight that we don't let them make their noise. We stand by on our mindset that, hey, if they want to make noise, we'll ignore them, we'll live our life and say that they are just idiots who like to make noise. That's how it should always be. even so, we still can't deny the fact that there are always people that is causing problem. And I tell you guys one simple thing. I said this long ago, I will say it again. When I see the fall of USA, that dark future, I can tell you guys one simple thing. It's not any other country attacking USA that caused the fall. I referred it is going to fall like Rome. Just like how Rome fought on its own because of its corruption, because of its own people. I say that USA going to do the same damn thing in USA. The government issue happening now. The people causing the problem also in USA. It's the same thing that is happening. To me, do I give a damn care? Because I don't need to worry, don't need to care about conspiracy, don't need to do anything. If USA do know and listen to my live stream and think for the better for their future, they will change for the better. For everyone living in USA, listen to me. Do not think of that dark future. Even if I say I seen the dark future, you guys do not think of that dark future. Think of one simple thing. Better yourself and prove to the whole world that there are still good people in USA. Do not need to showcase that you need your descendants need to end with you. Think of that how you're going to improve your country, improve on yourself, improve on the whole world that there are still redeeming people and hope in USA. That is the way it should go. That will probably change the dream I see for USA. That's the only thing I can say for now. My apology for a little bit of that serious talk just now though. Hi, hello there, how's your day? Yeah, go and create something to... Nah, don't need to say anything. the most important part is moving on and improve on your life and then change for the better. That should always be the way to go. How do I get my avatar? I create it myself. You can go ahead and search it out on VR Studio. You can create it yourself. So Green Sun, the number of games I have to play is already like... Okay. Let's put it this way. Person, don't need to worry, don't need to worry. I always tell you guys one thing. If you guys need the money, keep the money for yourself. Oh, I'm not like any other top streamer or any other people asking for sympathy. When I got the show, I did not create the GoFundMe. I did not ask for donation. I did not do so because I want to make sure that in future, when I do earn ad revenue, it's thanks to everyone's effort here. It's thanks to everyone helping me on that path. And when I do earn money, the money will go to pay for my hospital bill is one thing. But when I do earn the money, some of the money, I will try to see whether can I get more game to play. And that including the scariest horror game ever. So Pale-san, don't need to worry. You watching my live stream, you are helping me with the watch hour. So you're watching me for 2 hours already. You are building 2 hours of watch hour. You're helping me on that end. So you guys don't need to worry. You got what you guys are doing right now is helping me on many levels. Okay. This one of the things is like I do not want you guys to donate me money nor do I want to create a GoFundMe. If you guys give me money, I will happily accept it, and that money will go to my hospital bill. But at the same time, I still want you guys to keep the money for yourself and use it for your own purposes. I do not want you guys to just give it to me just because you got the money. If you guys want to spare to me, then by then you can give it to me. But if not, keep it for yourself. That's the most important part. I have no idea what is that, but I don't need to. Do I intend to keep playing the whole game and NTE as long as I feel like? Intending to do so. I intending to do so. I feel like my whole game will definitely last very long. NTE. Okay, this one I have to at least highlight. Oh, Tom Cruise car. Okay, now I learned something new today. NTE, I want to keep quiet for a while. Because one thing is, right, for NTE, I think Pure Sun, you already understand. I'm not sure about the Green Sun, you guys understand or not. For NTE, the game, there is still a lot of bugs, there is still a lot of issues. The story seems to be all around the in a mess, so I don't want to jump to conclusion yet because it's still technically a new game. So I want to see how the developer of NTE move forward for the game. At least I want to see how it improve. If it go in a good direction, maybe there is still redeeming part. For Warfaring Way, I cannot go back because my PC don't have the space for the game anymore. And more so is that the game is, I have to at least highlight that even though I technically recover in a sense to play the game, like you guys saw me when I played the Zelda Zone Zero, I was actually better now in a way. But for Warfaring Way is I have to at least highlight that Warfaring Way is way more combat demanding than Zelda Zone Zero. So I may not want to consider Warfaring Way again. I mean, sure, there may be a lot of interesting part like the Cyberpunk collect that one, but if you ask me, I would not consider the game even if it's got a few nice points because there is way more backlash in the Warfaring Way and my point of view that and as well as I don't have the enough file in my PC to get the game back again, so I will not consider it though. But for NTE, that one I want to put on hold in a way and see how it goes. You check out. Yeah, check out the new video later on though. And I'm not the martial art guy along the line, but hello there, how's your day? So the one thing is, right, if I am considering that I won't be showing the video, but I will definitely tell you guys one thing is that I am considering maybe I would just maybe only, okay, I'm still not sure yet. Just maybe there will be one day I'll be watching anime, doing a live stream watching anime. You guys won't get to see it, but I will put up the link to the video, the Musei Asia one. I will put the link to the video and watch it. I won't show the video, you guys won't hear the noise, but you guys will have to watch the video and then see how I react, or see, maybe I may not make any noise, but I may just watch it and see how it will be. So it'll be kind of like watching anime, and at the same time that maybe I actually did chat with Kathleen Sun or Cat Run, depending on how you guys know her, is that we'll be watching some anime together, and because there was quite a lot of new old anime that we want to rewatch again though. So that is something that we are considering at the same time though. Not enough room for Warfaring Way, keep gaping with size. Yeah, Warfaring Way is kind of like the issue with the game, the bug is still ridiculous, the combat is still ridiculous in my point of view, even though I recovered to play Zelda Zone Zero as what you guys saw. But Warfaring Way combat in my point of view is way more demanding. So I can't consider Warfaring Way for now. If they improve on it and I got a better PC, then I might consider it, but for now I cannot. When I say I quit Warfaring Way, it really means I really throw it out of the window though. Hi, hello there, how's your day? And for the little girl, hi, hello there. The thing is, right, I find with a lot of games, but the only issue on it is that Warframe way the file is way too ridiculous big though, that's the thing. If I intend to watch the marathon, maybe I can watch the playlist. Yes, I'm intending to do so. Yeah, it will be a live stream me watching an anime. So you don't need to worry. It will be one day, but I can't decide on when yet. Considering that you guys know that there is quite a lot of game update recently, so it's kind of one simple thing though. Warframe is a wicked game. I mean, like, technically, there is also some good part of Warframe Way. We can't deny the good part as well, right? But the only issue with Warframe Way is that there is way more bad part about than the good part itself. So I like the funny thing is, right, when I got the show last year on May, and I stopped from then, and when I return and recover, I jump back to Genshin, I jump back to Warframe Way, I jump back to Nikkei, I jump back to Xenozone Zero, but I did not jump back to Warframe Wave. And you know what happened after that? The issue with the game file, the bugs, the problem with the game, there is a lot of issue, and it happened after that. And I was like, wow, damn. My quitting, when I got the shot and recovering and I quit Warframe Way, was that the perfect timing? And I was like, I have no idea. Do I know? No, I do not know. I say the motto of is a lie. Play the anime day long. Yes, I intending to watch that like an anime. Like it will be a live stream of me watching anime. But I'm not sure is it a live anime though. I mean, like technically watching the anime in a way. I'm not sure. We will see how it goes. When I get paid from a job, yeah, maybe I'm considering some part-time job just to see whether can I get a better PC or not. But in a way, it's kind of like hard for me to get a job in a way, because if you guys know that I got the stroke, like even if it's like, oh, they can get a part-time job, all this thing is like when I actually last time when I applied to a job, they just outright say that they were afraid they have to pay for my hospital bill, all these things. I was like, okay, never mind, you guys aren't going to hire me along the line. So in a way, I kind of like been just focusing on my as a VTuber and try to see whether can I build out on my audience in a way. But in a way, thanks to you guys, I am having a lot of viewers in a way, so that helped me a lot. If there is a metal version of What's the Place, I will do so. Don't need to worry. I look like I have no idea, but thank you, I guess. Unless the strong device was so much. The issue on here is that PC nowadays getting more and more expensive. The RAM, the graphic card, all of them are getting more ridiculous though. In a sense, it's like AI kind of like causing it very expensive as well. So it's kind of like ridiculous expensive nowadays. Hi, hello there, how's today? Yeah, the funny thing is, right, sure, I have Switch 1 and I did have PS4. I give one of my PS4 to my sister husband because I can't have two PS4 in my house. So in a way, it's kind of like if people are wondering like, will I consider PS5 or Switch 2 or all these things, and I kind of like just stick to my PC. You guys have to understand is that this PC been with me for I think 2 years already, or 3 years. I think I changed 3 years already. Like for 3 years, this PC has been with me, and it has been helping me on so good that I don't. I think the only best way is that I just, if I want to improve on it, it's just basically get a better PC. In a way to, or maybe just improve on the storage, all these things. It's like even right now I'm still running on the Nvidia 4060, It's still running great though. I mean, sure, in Generation 0 that time when I try to see whether does it go in a way, but if I don't set the higher setting and just play in the normal setting, it still run quite good though. And I don't need to install a lot of games in my mobile phone to play games along the line. Oh, am I? 37. The only issue on hand is that for me, I just can't really do much. I can't install much game though. You guys understand? Mine is right now. It's just only like iPhone 13, iPhone 13 that I got for my mom because it's her like she got I think it was 16, and she got one spec, like she don't want to use her 13, so she gave it to me. So in a way I started using it in a way too. But other than that, I still use it. I mean, like, at least I can use it for messaging. I can still look at YouTube. I can look at data or message people along the line. At least that's how I use my phone mostly for though. Then if I want to play game, PC, doing live stream, something along that line. At least that's how it has always been though. It's hard for Warframe Wave. I'm not trying to defend Warframe Wave. It's just that the issue with Warframe Wave is so ridiculous that the funny thing is, right, I got a friend who loves playing Warframe Wave from Japan. Okay, welcome back. But I have a friend from Japan who loves Warframe Wave, and he told me that he do not understand why people always making noise on other game and saying Warframe Wave is the best. And he said that he enjoyed it, but he won't go and do it. He's just kind of like just enjoying his game, and this is all. And even he told me about there is a lot of issue like bugs, the file is too big, the gameplay is too ridiculous. Like at least he still highlight that is the bad part about it. And he tried to, sometimes when they send for feedback, they will just type the message in the feedback saying that, hey, there is the issue on this, there is the issue on that. He just do his part on that end. Like he highlight the bad part on the game and hope that the game developer will help to improve on it. But he won't go as far as making noise about other game is bad, Warframe is the best, all these things. He's just doing his job as a fan. That's why I don't understand like why a lot of people over the internet love to make all those ridiculous noise when they can do as what my friend do. Guess you're a boy or girl? Boy, I guess. The funny thing is, right, don't ask me to do guessing. When I make prediction and when I see the worst dark future in a sense, it's kind of like funny. Like I always try to highlight that I'm hoping that all the predictions don't coming true, and most of the time they end up coming true. Even the prediction when I did the tarot card reading that I would have to play horror games, initially I thought like, oh, I would have to play one horror game, but the tarot card reading say that no, you have to play horror games. So I guess it really did come true though. So like many months later, yesterday, I have to end up playing 2 horror games, which is the reason why you guys see this. I have to play 2 horror games. 2 horror games now. One because of 1K subscribers. Second one is because of yesterday I managed to reach over 100 CCV, in case anyone wondering. So for him, yeah, I mean, like, people over the Twitter or YouTube always tend to make the weirdest stupid noise ever, though. Like, when I do my random chat, like, you guys, most of you guys will see my random chat. You guys always know that I always stand on one side, is my side, who don't look at both sides. And when I pull out the situation that, hey, maybe this person did a bad thing, but the other side doesn't seem correct as well, a lot of things end up coming true. When the VTuber Cinder situation happened, I say Shy Lily and Bao the Wheel was also on the wrong. Months later, actually 1 or 2 months later, Shy Lily got a lot of people hating her. Bao the Wheel got a lot of people hating her. Do I give a damn care? No. And then I say that Cinder will still have a lot of people liking her. And now, when she returned, she still have a lot of people liking her. Two wrong doesn't make a right. Exactly! Exactly, that's the thing. When people ask me why do I not stand on either side, I say that I don't see both sides being correct. Because the thing is, right, just because you guys look at the coin, you look at one side is tail and one side is head, you guys say that, oh, it's one head and one tail. To me, I say it's the same coin. The coin is wrong. Meaning the head and the tail is wrong at the same time. It's just that simple. That was the logic I go with. That's why a lot of scenario is like, I don't say that I need to look at. There is a lot of time I am in the wrong as well. I have to at least highlight that. But the issue on hand is that when I know when things don't go the same, the way that I think it is, it will always mean there is something hidden in it, and I will go and look it out. And when it doesn't seem correct, I will know that it's something wrong with it. And that was the situation on many scenarios. When I look at it, it seemed I was right. Even when Shiono situation happened, the Playboy Predator word itself, when that situation happened, when Muji-san say the word Predator, I say that he's just a Playboy. But yet I also highlight in the video that I don't think the girls are also correct. I say that the girls end up doing it and they are trying to gain attention. And then after that, what happened? It was revealed that the girls, many of them keep quiet because they realize that many people realize that they are attention seekers. So yeah, at the end of the day, a lot of scenario is always like, a lot of people need to understand that just because when a person do a good thing does not mean that the other side is wrong. And one person do bad thing doesn't mean that the other side is correct. It's always the issue. And I dare to highlight in one simple thing that I may end up getting a lot of people hating on me. And his supporter hating on me as well. I do not like Mr. Beast. Nor do I trust on his so-called kind agenda on donation as well. And nowadays, people are calling out the same issue. Green Sun, I mean, technically, I can tell, it may seem out of nowhere, but I can tell you guys one thing. Let me tell you guys one thing. If I donate money to charity, I will not tell you guys. If I give people money, I will not make a video of it. It's just my goodwill. That's why when Mr. B do it, to me, I just take it that he's just an attention seeker. That was all. And I can tell you guys one simple thing. You know, recently a lot of people saying that I look soulless, he look like he's dead, his smile doesn't look weird along the line. Let me tell you guys one simple thing. I can tell you guys one thing. He's giving me that he sold his soul to the demon. You're just a young little boy. I will not say the age. That's my guess only. Because the thing is, right, if Mr. Beast want donation, there will be a lot of people willing to do so, but when he so-called forcefully people to do the donation, obviously it's kind of like, it doesn't seem correct. And the funny thing is, right, a lot of top streamers end up calling him out for the forceful donation as well. And people starting hating Mr. Beast on the forceful donation as well. But there's also people who defend him. We can't deny. But to me, if I want to do donation, I do donation. I will not force you guys to do so. I just say that if I highlight the story, I will just say, hey, I donate to this place, but I will not say the amount. And I do not want you guys to go and force yourself to donate. That's the way to go. That is how it's supposed to be. But when people start forceful donation, all these things, it will not go the way. It will not go in the way that people want. And the issue on hand is that you guys have to understand. I think I will just show you guys one simple thing. In Singapore, 2 cases happened before. On charity. Hi, hello there, how's the day? 22. 22 is still young. I'm 37, so I'm way older than you. So when I call you young, you're still a young boy. So let me show you guys one thing. There was a case, 2 cases that happened in Singapore. That 2 cases that happened in Singapore. I can't show the link just for safety reason. If you guys look up on Singapore NKF scandal, that was a thing that happened before in 2005, where they say that within a charity, they say that the amount of money that people donate to the place end up going to the CEO. The money going to the CEO, the money donation, it did not go to the patient. It did not go to those in need. It go to the CEO. And it became a moment of people realizing that it was a money embezzlement. It happened. It was a moment where people realized that even though they dropped the case, it was a moment of people realizing in Singapore that the money went to. So yes, Green Sun, when V Sojo do the donation, at that time I saw that future that V Sojo is probably lying. Because why? I seen this before that happened. It was happened in 2005 in Singapore. I seen it happen before. When V Sojo situation happened, the donation, I knew the money did not go to charity. That's why when Iron Mouse say V Sojo is great, I say I hate her for saying that. And I hate V Sojo. People say I'm a hater, I say by all means go ahead. I will not stop anyone from supporting V Sojo. And then what happened afterwards? V Sojo got found out. What can I say? And then another situation that happened in Singapore was in 2004, unauthorized loan from charity happening again. Charity act. We give you money for charity. Oh, it go to my pocket? What can I say? Thank you for liking me, but please like yourself more. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, Green Sun. When I saw that scenario that happened long before, right? It really did happen in Singapore twice. Twice. It happened twice. 2 times. Yeah, of the name. So the issue I have on visual scenario is that it's not that I wasn't thinking like, hey, is it people want to try that, whatever, is it something that may be worth it? No, the issue I think is that I feel like it could lead to that at the time. So I tell people to be careful of it, because you have to understand one thing. If you want to run a company or you want to run a shop, all these things, you have to need one thing: money. But the company say that, oh, they don't need that much money, which doesn't seem correct. And then I was wondering, how are they still running that strongly with not much money? And then it happened. The company CEO took the donation from that was meant for charity. It happened exactly what I predicted. That was the dark future I seen in V-Soldier at the time. And the one thing I still believe in is time will tell. It really seemed like sadly for the owner or the founder of V-Soldier and now having time going against it. And that was it only though. So a lot of time, a lot of people need to understand one thing is, right, maybe in future, you guys get to see the skeleton in my closet, all these things. But I think you guys will be wondering like what kind of skeleton. Maybe I'm the skeleton. But even so, I mean, there will always be a moment of every single one in this world will always have a dark history or a dark thing or a dark whatever along the line, to the point that even whether we like it or not, it will always be happening. Even for me, I still have to like just highlight that you guys, like, I don't force you guys to watch my live stream every single time. Like, if you guys need to do your thing or go and rest or go and eat, go ahead. You guys supposed to be living your life as well. But even so, I'm still grateful for you guys to watch my live stream, and also it's already like 11:27 p.m. on my end already. Also, it's actually today I was supposed to be resting as well though. I was not thinking of doing a live stream, but even so, I'm not doing a live stream. But at the same time, at the very least, I did kind of like highlight that the continuous of the no, it's not long. Tomorrow will be over. Not over. Will be under 200. Every 100 will increase by one horror game that you guys see here will be increasing by one. Even if it's a jump, it will still have to increase for every 100. So that will be the promise I have to. At least I will have to put up the promise for now. Even though you guys will be wondering, like, am I a man of my word? I always a man of my word. But at the same time, I still want you guys to take note that when I do set out resting, doesn't mean that I'm resting at all. I may be doing other stuff, especially more so that I still need to finish on my presentation for the AI workshop situation where I have to discuss about how my view on AI is as well. So other than that, it's really one of the things that I'm busy. And today, but you guys don't need to wait. Earlier, before I start my live stream, I actually did a little bit of the update on my presentation. In future, I will probably show you guys the presentation I showed to the government of Singapore, but I hope you guys can understand it has to be after, like maybe after long, later, not soon, not when, but probably have to wait a bit longer, because I have signed an NDA, so that one I need to check with them and on that end. But other than that, once I confirm on that end, horror game and whatsoever, I will do maybe the night chat to discuss on that end. But other than that, 11:30 p.m. on my end already, so I guess now is time for me to end. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. At least I hope I addressed most of the stuff for for this live stream. Technically, I was not expecting a 2-hour, 30-minute live stream as well. So yeah. So yeah. That being said, thanks for watching, guys. We also go and if you're watching this in the morning, afternoon, go and have a nice day. If you're watching this at night time, go all of you have a nice rest. But if not, I hope you guys have a nice day. お疲れ。Bye bye.